Shit.
Let's get to the Reed Dollaz battle now, because that was a battle that and a couple other people was talking about as well. So they was basically saying that somebody had said or had requested. I don't remember exactly how it went, but go ahead and give a rundown how it came together from your aspect.
What I think happened is, I think my man Smoke One. I think my man Smoke One. I think he piped it, which was a good thing though. But my man Smoke One, he used to be with One Shot. Shout out to Auto and Merch and Snuff and One Shot. You know what I'm saying? I used to record there and shit, and they told me about Reed Dollaz, and plus I seen the DVDs and shit like that. And boy Smoke One, he rapped too and all that shit. He dabbed one in the West Southwest area. He was like one of them niggas that just, he knew. So I feel like he piped it up to Reed, like, yo, you can't fuck with my man, boom. And Reed probably was like, who, I'll fuck him up, who you talking about, who? And he had to hear my name, like he had to go say, yo, you ever heard of the boy Kaboom? This is even before DVD, this is just word of mouth, this is just in the know, like, yo, on some other shit, like, yo, you heard of the boy Kaboom, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh shit, boy don't even know no DVDs, people still know him. Cause y'all gotta think about it, why would Reed Dollaz battle me? You feel what I'm saying? He didn't have to battle me, it was nothing on the line. It was no battle league. It was no DVD. It wasn't for no money. Why would he do that? Unless it was for the competitiveness of it. To be like, damn, this nigga think he hot, so I'm about to battle him. That was the only reason for Reed to battle me. There was no animosity, no nothing. We never even knew each other before that day. None of that. Like, I just happened to see him on DVDs, and he probably seen me on barely, because there wasn't that many DVDs out when Philly vs. Harrisburg came out, like how it exploded after that. So he had to see me on the most low budgetest DVD, or just to hear word of mouth or whatever, because Reed wouldn't have just battled any old body. You know what I'm saying? He battled me. We went like 20 rounds. We really went like 20 rounds. Like, yo, he was fucking it up. He was snapping, I ain't gonna lie, but I had some shit. And the crazy thing about it though is that I just started rapping. That's what I think is crazy about all these battles. With Joey Jihad, with Meek Mill, with Reed Dollaz. I was just still finding my flow. Like I'm breadsticks boom now. Like, I will fuck somebody up. And it's like that. Then I was fucking motherfuckers thought I was nice, and I was still finding myself. I was still just expressing myself with punches and all that shit. But I really didn't know how to. I really didn't know how to put the flavor into it. How I know now that I'm mature and I'm out here and I done seen things and been through things. Like, yo, for me to be able to keep up with like Joey Jihad, he had his style. When he battled me, he had his Joey Jihad style that people know him for. When Meek Mill battled me, he had his Meek Mill style that people know him for. When Reed battled me, he had his style when he battled me. I didn't have the style that I have now. You know what I'm saying? Or before, like, a lot of my peak footages that came out, like, I didn't have none of that. And I went toe to toe with these niggas. I went toe to toe with the best niggas in my generation. You feel what I'm saying? In my class. And I lasted. If not, beat them. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
you get some Harrisburg bars too?
And that's the thing. He gave me bars. He spit so many of his bars. That's how I know. We went like 20 rounds. He was done. There's only so many verses you can have. He had to resort to spitting the verses that he had for Harrisburg. Because the footage that y'all see online was literally the last like 2 rounds. Motherfuckers was tired. That store was jam-packed. We was battling so long that it got to the point where we wasn't even as hyped as we was in the beginning. We was just like, and it was a couple people in there. Like, it was done. That was all that we could recover from the tape. So we just said, fuck it. There's a battle with me and Reed. Let's put this shit up. Me and Reed can use the views. That's my bro. Let's put that joint out so we can get some views from that. And that's crazy because that joint been uploaded. I don't know, somehow removed, uploaded, because that shit was at 1 million plus one time. That shit got fucking removed. That shit jumped back up to 800,000. That shit got removed. Now that shit back. That shit at like 900,000 now. Some shit like that, probably 800,000. That shit crazy. You know what I mean? That was and that was crazy because it was like literally, like that was one of the most craziest battles that I ever had with a motherfucker. And then I genuinely got to know a motherfucker by battling him. You know what I'm saying? Because by battling that nigga, I ended up from the door. We was going to the same studio. We ended up seeing that nigga a couple days later at the studio. Man, that shit wasn't even, that shit was like, boy, yo, so what you trying to do? You trying to put a group together with him, with them? That's how everybody thinking, like, what? Reed, like, I know I just went. You gonna put together a joint with Boom? And I heard H, cause H was on a couple more DVDs than me. So he know what H, him and H had did a track too. It was Reed, H, Joey Jihad, and somebody else. It's called Fantastic Four. Remember that, John? Remember that film, Fantastic Four?
Y'all talking about Reed the Concrete.
Reed the Concrete. They had that joint. That joint was buzzing. That joint was buzzing right there. I ain't gonna lie.
So let's get to the actual Touch Money Top Class versus Headshots beat.
Okay.
Cause bands though you mentioned that they all did that track together, so they all was cool for us, like Reed and Had and they all had a relationship. Then you battled Meek before, but y'all ain't having no beef. It just was a battle.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So now, how did the whole situation kick off from your aspect?
All right. Reed came at Chico. They doing that thing. Reed got a name off that. That's how he was able to even get the shot at Harrisburg and shit like that. So he come at Chico. So this is Reed is trying to, because Cheek had the top spot. So now Reed's trying to take the top spot. But then Meek see an opportunity. Meek like, yo, I'm hotter than both these niggas. So Meek come at Reed. Bam. So then Reed like, fuck it. I'ma drop a joint dissing him and Cheek. Since they try and bomb, I'ma try to capitalize and drop a CD. So he dropped Addressing All Problems. You know what I'm saying? Bam. Frank and had some kind of stupid beef going on because Had said, and all my fiends look like Frankie with the grippers going. You know what I mean? Grippers, my man, Gorilla, that's my bro. Gorilla live with me, everything, know my family, that's my brother. Like, Frank Gorilla, that's my guy. But he kind of overreacted a little bit because Had wasn't coming at him. Had was just using the punchline saying all my fiends look like Frank with the grippers going because the fiends be missing teeth. He was missing teeth. But Grips don't be trying to hear that shit. Grips like, no, fuck that Gorilla. Don't say my name at all. Like, Grips was snapping. So Had was on some shit like, well, fuck him, this, that, and the third. So Grips went in. He went in and he started like throwing shit coming at Had. So that's when Had made the joint coming at Frank talking about his lips was white and all that type shit. And you know, all that shit. So then you got Had, you got Reed coming at Meek, you got Frank coming at Had, but Frank had got booked. So since we all was with Reed, I guess they figured I guess they figure like, yo, they gonna come at us too. And it just so happened that I battled Still and B's battle Magic and Caution battle, who Caution battle? Ace Inferno and Bricks battle Itches. And we had that whole battle and it was controversy because we felt like they ambushed us because it was like we not gonna refuse no battle but they really came down there deep as shit. Like they really, like I was saying earlier, we was sitting eating fucking tuna hoagies, chilling, relaxing and shit. Like I don't know what I'm trying to talk about this shit.
This was after the NH battle, right? After NH beat Still.
And NH beat Still. And
so after that, you said they slid up on y'all.
And we down north. It's just me, H, Nah, Pop, and this little used to be chunky Asian girl named Paula that was our home girl. That's it. In the north at the headshot battle. And H1. Niggas was mad because it was $1,000 and a headshot trophy. Niggas was mad as shit. And then we hung that joint put that joint in the store on the table. And I hung my 26-week jacket on that joint from at the 5 spot when I said I won for 26 weeks straight for having me a jacket. I hung that joint on top of that joint and we would shoot, we would do DVDs in front of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that had something to do with it.
And H was from down there too, and he was up there with y'all.
That's another, see, that's some more fuel. Everything I'm saying, I add that in. H supposed to be from north, but he down there rocking with us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so now you got all this stirring. You got all this stirring around now. So then you got that nigga Lil. You got me, that nigga Lil, and Quilly. I think. Or Had, it was one of them two. No, it was Had. It was Had. Because Had was coming at Reed, I think, on that drum. No, matter of fact, I don't think Had was coming at nobody. I think Had wasn't coming at nobody. Had was just spitting on that drum. But Meek was coming at Reed, and that nigga Lil was coming at Reed, but that nigga Lil threw all our name in the verse, like kind of like a play on words. And so we was like, damn, that was hot. But was he coming at us, or was he just using our names as a name flip? And Nas said that Bam said it is what it is. And so now, like, you know, they friends and shit. So he like, what you mean it is what it is? Like it is, oh it's on? And he was like, it is what it is. And I was like, all right, okay, cool. So he told H. H was like, oh, all right. Next thing you know, H comes spitting this shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Grab you by your neck and make you choke on your spit. I'm like, oh, okay, this where you going? He like, yeah. So then all I know is I did it, boom. I'm like, what? I dropped the joint on the headshots joint. I dropped the verse. I'm like, I wasn't there that day. I wasn't there. That's why I wasn't in the footage. So I wasn't there because when they came, like they spurred the moment. They came and H had the beat. It was like, yo, I want to bomb, and he bombed, and that pissed them off. And I said, you know, that nigga Lil and Meek dropped another disc coming at H. Because H said that nigga Lil, he look old as my dad. And that's when that nigga Lil came, was like, yeah, I might look older than your dad, but I'll whoop your little ass. So I feel like it was two coming on one. So now I'm in it now. Because now y'all both ganging up on my man.
And did you know at the time that H used to be in a group with me? Did you know that at the time?
Yeah. So I feel like, why would y'all bomb on him like that? Like, why would y'all do that? We all was cool. We lived in South Philly. We lived on 22nd and Crosskeep. We lived right around the corner from him. We all used to fuck with the same old head that was like paraplegic named Blood. We all was cool. There was no reason, like, me and Meek had a mutual respect because we battled. Same with Had. You feel what I'm saying? I was there on his side when Had battle Murder Move. Like, I was there, me and Titan. We was there on his side. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was in his hood with the whole Del High and Dolphin, and it was just Mook and his man, and they came in battle, but I was there supporting you, like, yeah, fuck this New York nigga up before I got a relationship with Mook. So I didn't really understand where it was like, dang. So when they all ganged up on H, I was like, I'm in it. And then they see now I'm in it. The rest of the Touch Money like, well, Boom, so H and Boom, we in it then. H and Boom in it. So now Bricks right on it. Bricks right on it. M.I. right on it. Caution right on it. This was the niggas that was on it. Me, H, Caution, M.I. We said me, H, Caution, M.I, Bricks, and Marley. And Stunt Woods. we was on it. Hoop was on it too, but he was new. He was still new. So he was just like rocking, like I'm in it, but I'm in it on other reasons. If anybody tries something, that's what I'm here for. He was like on that type time, like, so I was like, cool. You know what I mean? But that's who was really spitting, who was really, you know what I'm saying, on our side. And that's how we got in there. Like, we ain't had shit to do with Reed and Meek and the shit. You know what I'm saying? So we bombed. And yeah, we dropped Touch Money to the death. And you know, like Caution and like F.A.M.E and Bricks, they was like coming at Had more so. They was coming at Still too, and Magic, but they was coming at Had too. I necessarily ain't say nothing about Had. So then that's when Hads had to Touch Money, What Money, I can cover all of y'all. I was like, oh, so now you coming at us now too? You coming back? So then I dropped a joint on fuck is that shit called? Enemy of the State. We do a joint, me and Reed coming at Had and shit on Enemy of the State. Damn.
Alright, so yeah, y'all. So the beef kicked off. Y'all was basically going back and forth, and Nah had explained that NH and Oskino kind of had a conversation, and then they ended up going to the studio. And Oskino had Meek come to the studio as well, and y'all kind of all linked up and did a song together. And then Reed had did the Three Kings situation with Meek and Hattie, and they kind of squashed the beef that way. So speak on how that whole situation was, like your thoughts on it from your perspective.
First of all, we'll start with the Reed and the Hattie situation. That was crazy because we was only in that beef because of Reed, for real. And we all breaking that down. And for you to squash the beef and not tell us, not even let us know, I ain't even saying actually, but you should. I feel like you should have been like, yo, what y'all think about this? Should I do this joint? I'm gonna squash this joint? Should I do this Three Kings joint? And then we was rocking with you, so you should be like, alright, bet, yo, listen, we gonna squash it, we gonna do this Three Kings joint, and I'm gonna put y'all on that joint, we gonna rock on that joint, and they can put all they niggas on that joint, that's how we gonna do it. We everybody on the radio, like, squashed it, you hear this? So, that's what happened with that, and I just wasn't feeling that for a while, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had nothing personal against Reed, because that's my bro, and I want him to do what he feels is best for him. I just feel like a little bit more communication would have been better, and that situation could have been better capitalized on, in my opinion, if that would have been the route he took. Now, as far as the Oskino drum go, I kind of had a feeling that Meek and Lil was gonna be there.
So then when y'all all got down there, like what was they said it was a little, everybody gave their perspective for it, like Nah and H. So like, they basically said it was a little tension at first, and then they kind of talked, then y'all end up doing a track together, and then it was squashed, and then he was like the Reed situation, you weren't really feeling that, but they ended up squashing that. So once the whole beef was over, even though it was, they said it was, y'all tried to squash it a couple times, but it eventually was over with, and y'all all started doing your own thing. So then from there, some time had passed, and then you ended up getting back into the battle scene. And one of the most recent battles you had was with K-Shine. So tell people a little bit about that, because you was telling me like that battle kind of opened up a lot of opportunities for you for what you're doing right now. So tell the people a little bit about that.
Yeah, like that was definitely a game changer, like that show.